Yes, we do. Welcome back to the Memphis Jewish Community Center as we're ready for a Tier 2 matchup between the Yeshiva Flatbush Falcons and the Weinbaum Yeshiva Storm. This is a
kind of the respect bowl right here.
I guess because I think Weinbaum dropped to a
Weinbaum came in as the 14 seed, but got seeded as number 8 in Tier 2, and I think
which just means that they've dropped 2 points,
right?
two positions. And
essentially, it was a statement about the perceived level of play as of from yesterday.
Correct.
And Flatbush is a team that has challenged, has come in here previously challenging for the overall title, and they were a 10 seed, but they've got an argument that they're one of the better teams in this tournament because they took New Jew, who was the 7 seed, to the buzzer yesterday, lost that game, and then New Jew took Ramaz to the buzzer just a moment ago right here on this floor. So, I mean, Flatbush has probably got to claim that, hey, they could beat just about anybody in this tournament, and now the job for them is to show that by just going out and taking this Tier 2 championship and finishing the weekend with 3 wins.
The Storm coming here from Boca Raton.
Sure.
And obviously Yeshiva Flatbush would be in Flatbush. So
Brooklyn.
you have
What
sort of a
would
Miami.
the sign say at the beginning of Cotter? What, 4th largest city in the United?
Something like that.
It was like a sign in the beginning of Welcome Back, Cotter, one of my favorite shows of all time. Love Arnold the Horseshack.
He was a sweat hog.
John Travolta, early John Travolta work right there.
Early Maryland. Susan Strasburg.
Dayglow socks and shoes from the Falcons of Flatbush. Kamchatka or Kamkatki to jump for Flatbush. We have to learn some. This is our first look at Flatbush this year, so some new names for us to learn. A little bit more familiar with Weinbaum from yesterday, Stu.
Yeah.
That's Clements, I know that. His first shot is long. And then Flatbush comes away with the rebound. Haddad gives it over to Dayon. I recognize Dayon from previously. Interesting yarmulke setup for Dayon. It's kind of like a headband yarmulke setup.
They're all wearing sporting the yarmulke that seems like maybe the Rosh Yeshivas decided you're going to play basketball with the yarmulke on.
That might be the look. And there's Clements, the steal. Misses a wide open layup. Disappointed with himself, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's more bobby pins out there on the court right now than at a Victoria's Secret convention.
Here's Haddad. Kind of like a two-point guard system with Haddad and Dayon out there. Now I'm really going to have trouble with that. Kamkachi. He is that him scoring down low? Yeah. Listed as 6'3". He's a big man.
We may just call him Mayor.
Oh, now here's Feintuck. Gets inside and gets the layup to go.
Nice move.
See if Weinbaum can hang with Flatbush here. They want to prove that they belong amongst the elite of this tournament. Shalom also in the game for Flatbush. And now Feintuck with nearly a steal. And then on the floor, Mizrahi is going to get called for the travel as he sort of shuffled the tush while on the ground. Yeah, I think there's definitely been an edict from on high about people wearing on this Falcon team. It's an interesting look. That's looked like a travel there on Lasko, no call. Now here, Lasko steps up for a 3 from the right elbow, and it's good. Daniel Lasko nails the 3, and Weinbaum goes up 5-2. 2 minutes gone.
Looks like some Lasko family members in the stands. There's an eruption over there from the as an eruption from the stands came up. So it looks like the Boca Raton folks came up in force.
Seemed like a lot of them maybe came in last night. I'm not sure if they were all here yesterday. It seems like a bigger crowd today than yesterday. Now here's Clements with the rebound after the miss from the Falcons. Weinbaum. They came out strong yesterday to start versus, what was that, versus Eula?
Eula, yeah.
Now here's Feintuck with the mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. And then nice job in the corner by Flatbush to get the loose ball. And then that's head of steam.
Easy call there.
Head of steam for Haddad.
Yeah.
Someone on Weinbaum stepped in and drew the charge.
I don't know that he stepped in. He was standing. He was there for a good 3 seconds.
Weinbaum with the lead. Again, they were up 8-2 early yesterday before the Eula onslaught began. Now here's a nice drive from Citron. He finds Kurtz. Cannot get the shot to go. Isaac Kurtz. It's a great find by Citron to find Kurtz there in the lane. Couldn't get the shot to go, and then I think we got a foul.
Kurtz kind of had that problem yesterday, actually, of not being able to.
Cannot really frisbee the black vinyl.
These are the black vinyl. I forgot my yarmulke to show.
I guess nylon more than vinyl, whatever that material is.
It's not flyable.
It is certainly not
flammable.
discable.
Maybe flyable. Absolutely.
Oh
not.
no, you put a match on those things. Probably self-combusting at that point. There's Dione and Shalom up top. Nice cut from. Oh, great find! Unbelievable ball.
Great pass. Absolutely. Good job. Good job by the Flatbush Yeshiva. Now a good steal on the press.
But that last pass, because a lot of players there would just go up wildly with it, but I think he realized he had someone on his behind his shoulder there.
Yeah, Dion made a great pass. It must be a set play because he did not look over there at all. And Hamakachi or Kapkachi was
Kota
there.
Hammurabi on the shot. Now, again, Flatbush looking to press, and here's a steal. All right, so Weinbaum's going to have to find a way to deal with that, and then Mizrahi, after the miss, puts his own rebound back in, and then I'm not sure if that's Dione or Haddad. You can call up for the block. It looks like Dione. Cute kid. I like Joey Dione. He smiled about it, asked the ref if he thought he had position. Doesn't get it, though.
Slams his yarmulke down to the floor.
Nice job by Lasko to look up, recognize what he had, and then I think Kamchaki is going to call.
Yeah.
If anyone would like to help me with the pronunciation of that name, please tweet me at JT on the cards. That's JT on the cards. Yes, I'm a big Cardinals fan and a rough week, obviously.
We're not
But
gonna talk about it.
Anyway, if you'd like to tweet any information actually about some pronunciation situation, maybe some background information on a player or two, tweet me at JT on the cards, and I'll try to get that on the air. And like I said, I'd love some help. Always have a little trouble with the pronunciation with from the Brooklynites. The Brooklynites always bring it hot and heavy with the difficult pronunciation. All right, so let's get back to action here. Right now, Flatbush has got a 6-5 lead.
Clements has had some wide open looks from three-point land, but Clements has had some wide open looks from three-point land and just not even close. So he's going to have to get his. I think he's actually come out of the game for a minute. Coach Verdugo's going to let him sit.
Ethan Lasko checked in for Weinbaum, nearly a steal. Good job of Citron, very active here in the early going. Coach Avi Bornstein shouting out instructions. Again, he was here with the Frisch School previous tournaments, and now he's coaching Flatbush.
He took the trek across the river.
I'm getting some information on the pronunciation there, but okay, let's get a look at that.
Be nice if they give it to you phonically.
Yeah, but it didn't look right. But
we'll check with some of the coaches.
I'm being told it's Kamakachi.
Kamakachi.
Thank you to David Dion out there for that information. I really appreciate it, honestly.
Obviously, David Dion is the younger or older brother or cousin or nephew of Joey Dion.
Well, he's tweeting under the handle David35 Durant. So,
you think he's a Durant fan? I'm not sure.
You wonder about the aspirations.
You know what? I think not here.
Check
Down
in with
here,
the clock.
man.
Check in with the clock.
Listen. Maybe he wants a pair of Durant shoes one day. Maybe that's his aspiration. Possibly.
I'm not sure where the comes from in the Kamakachi.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to double check that with the faithful here in the gym during things. Let's get back to action right now. Joey Dion's in
great
big trouble.
steal there. Who was that? That was Morty Book with the tip away there.
Yeah.
Gets the steal for Storm. Storm doing a great job of staying in this one here early. 3:26 to play in the first quarter. Oh, then Lasko fortunate not to get a turnover there and gets called for the double dribble. I'm not sure about that because the first.
I don't think so. I think that may have been a muff on the first one.
The first one is just a fumble, and then I mean never really dribbled, regained possession. But you have to dribble and pick it up in order to double dribble. Because, I mean, you have to dribble, end your dribble, and then dribble again for a double dribble. And I'm not sure if there was ever an initial dribble on that play.
Right. Now we have a call away from the ball.
Foul on Citron.
Push.
So here's Dweck in the ball game now for Joey Dweck in for Flatbush. Kamikachi up high. I'm sure they'd like to have him get the ball closer to the basket. He had to come far away from the basket in order to get that. Also got Michael Haddad now in the ball game for Flatbush. Here's Dione, guarded closely by one of the Lascos, and then it looks like Daniel Lasco is going to call for the foul. Nice. Haddad tried to find Dweck down low. Pass was deflected, but a foul was called on the play. And now Citron's going to check back in. Daniel Lasco was set. 6-5, kind of stalled. Score has stalled here at 6-5. Now, a trip on the drive. Not sure who's going to get called for it. Saying threes. So Donnie Barat. No, Baratz. I think he had 33 on that one. Baratz gets called for the foul. Foul's piling up a little bit for the Storm now. And then deflection on the inbounds pass. Nice job by Dweck to track it down. He gives it over to Dione. Haddad, I'm sorry. Nathan Haddad. There's Haddad now at the right elbow, guarded by Lasco. Now he's out around the center circle, and then I'm not sure about that. That's a tough call. Good job. Hey, good job by the defender to draw the call. I'm not sure if there was that much contact there, but he felt the off arm, fell down, referee balled it, and that's what you're taught to do. That's just good coaching and good execution by the player.
Coach Borenstein is looking for a flop there.
Dione coming back into the ball game is going to replace Haddad. Good luck to David Dione out there in the Flatbush JV team this year. As he one day, I'm sure, would like to be on this squad and hopefully make the trip down to Memphis.
Absolutely.
Not a cousin though. A lot of common family names up there in that Brooklyn area. On this end, we got another foul on Baratz. That's his second. We'll send, looks like, Dione to the line for two. Chance to build on a 1-point lead. 6-5, under 2 to play in the first quarter. Both teams playing aggressively, and after some early points, neither team has been able to find the mark, and then Dione misses his first free throw. Checking in for the Storm, Evan Jacoby, and for Flatbush, we've got a Mizrahi with 32 on his back, so I'm not sure. I don't have him. So now we got 2 Mizrahis on the squad. Dione makes the second. The lead is 2, 7-5. Flatbush. Flatbush picks up full court. Nice job by the Storm to break it pretty easily. Now here's Book. Gets it inside to Danis. Back to Danis. Ball goes off his hands. Storm fortunate not to turn the ball over here on this possession. Then a nice little runner and a layup from Evan Jacoby. The freshman knots us up here at 7 with a minute and a half to play in the first quarter, and then Ethan Lasco picks up a foul at half court. Both teams getting a little sloppy with the fouls. And actually, yeah, that's gonna. I thought it might be around bonus time, and Dione's gonna go to the line for a 1-on-1. So just like we saw in the game before, Stuart, a team, in this case Flatbush, is going to be shooting free throws the whole way the rest of the half. Also, thank you to Danny Mizrahi for the phonetic pronunciation on Mayor Kamikachi's last name. Very helpful. Appreciate the help.
If I'm not mistaken, Danny's made the trip down to Memphis for for one of the tournaments in the past, maybe for either Flatbush or Mug and David. I'm not sure.
I recognize the mug on the Twitter feed. So yeah, I do. I think you're right. 9-7 Flatbush. Good job by Dione to convert 2 free throws here. Again, a nice job by Storm to break the press. And then in the lane, real nice job by Mizrahi to stand his ground. Barats couldn't get it over him. 9-7.
We're getting some talk from the New York area that it might be Barrett, rhyming with Tarrant as opposed to Barat. So
okay.
If we can get some confirmation on that, that'd be nice as well.
Good job on the rebound there from Mizrahi. He misses the putback. Storm dodge a bullet there. They trail by 2, 9-7, under a minute to play in the first quarter. Ball swings over to Jacoby. He gets it inside to Dennis, and he's fouled by
Dweck.
Number 11, Joey Dweck. Silverman checking the ball game. Sam Silverman. You don't see a lot of Silvermans on the from the Flatbush squad. He's in the ball game now. Here's a 3 from the left corner. It's good.
Beautiful shot.
Ethan Lasco for 3. Another freshman for the Storm. They take the lead 10-9. Oh, great up and under. Can't get it to go.
Good move by Dione.
Storm come away with the rebound. Lead by 1. 20 seconds to play. First quarter. Tier 2 quarterfinal. Steal by Dione. Open court. Going to take it at the defense and get foul. Is going to send him to the line. Good job by Dione to press the issue right there. Didn't really have the numbers, but he attacked. They'll have a chance to tie or retake the lead. I think this is going to be another one-on-one. Michael Shalom checking back into the ball game, replacing Michael Haddad for the Falcons. Meanwhile, Isaac Kurtz is going to check back in for the Storm. First free throw is no good. Rebounded by Dennis. Under 10 seconds to play. First quarter. Storm up 1. Oh, and then not really a good foul there from Joey Dione. He gets called for the bump. I don't think it's going to send him to the free throw line, but that's just a foul he doesn't need to give up for his own purposes. I think that's his second.
Wants to run his sideline inbounds play here. This has looked like it's going to possibly be a double screen, kind of a staggered double screen. Here it comes.
Get that to find
in the corner. He was in the corner. They had him there. They actually had him, but they didn't look that way.
Book misses the shot. I'm not sure if it would have counted anyway, but Book does not score to end the quarter. So at the end of quarter of play, back and forth action, a couple of lead changes.
Yep.
The scoreboard reads Weinbaum 10, Flatbush 9 after 1 quarter play. And I expect this one to be close all the way to the buzzer, Stuart.
I think they look to be very evenly matched teams. And, as we said, Weinbaum sort of has I don't want to say a chip on their shoulder, but maybe something to prove here as they weren't happy with their 14 seed. And they certainly weren't happy last night when they got shuffled down to what would be considered a 16 seed as the 8 seed in Tier 2. But again, it really doesn't matter. You got to come out, play basketball, and win your game. And the seeding really, truly doesn't matter. If you feel like your team can win with any of these any of these teams in the tournament, then you got to come out and win. I never paid a whole lot of attention to the seedings when I was in a tournament situation. I've always told my players, we just have to go play our game and we have to win, and that's just the way it is.
Put up and shut up. But, ultimately, you got to win games, no matter who. If you think you're where what as good as you are, you got to beat everybody eventually at some point anyway. So.
Right.
Second quarter begins. Clements back in the ball game for the Storm. Gets it over to Lasco, right elbow. That pass finds its mark, and a long 3 is off the neck of the rim. Now here comes Michael Shalom with the ball for the Falcons, trailing by 1. It's underway in the second quarter. Bobby Sofer in the ball game for Flatbush now. That's Silverman driving the lane, not able to score.
I think that was Haddad.
33 is Haddad.
Yeah.
So 23 is Silverman. Great job on the defensive side for the Falcons, and then not sure who
Shalom went up with the big block, and it looked good to me. But Shalom went up with the shot. I think the foul.
To me, it looked like a very clean block.
Foul was on 24. Ethan Lasko. I should have known that because the father of Lasko over in the stands was going.
Expressed his dissent.
He expressed his dissent. He didn't go quite postal, but he was getting close.
Shalom makes the first, so Flatbush doing a good job from the line on the last couple of trips. Second rolls out. Good job by Feintuck to keep that ball in bounds for the Storm. 10-all now, tie ball game. Here's Citron, back out to Lasko. Trying to swing it over to Ethan Lasko, can't get it to him. Now Clements again, inside to Feintuck. Nice ball movement, finds an open Citron. He nailed 2 early on yesterday, but has not been able to find the mark since then.
Right, there's an air ball there. Good play, good find by Feintuck to find him, but they just couldn't get it to score.
Victor Silverman now in the ball game as well for at least number 44. What does it say on the back of his jersey? It actually says Franco, so I don't have a Franco on my squad here. Nice job by Clements on the fast break after the turnover to score.
And an excellent job using the right hand. He's a lefty, but excellent job using the right hand on the right side and using the left hand to combat the defender. Good job there by the youngster.
12-10. Now here's Haddad stepping into a long 2. Ties the ball game at 2. Only at 2. Scoreboard reads 13-12, but it should be 12-12. We'll get that corrected. It's been checked. Feintuck in the lane with the layup. Gets it to go. Closely defended, but gets that one to fall. Floated it up there nice and high. 14.
Did somebody just score here?
Yeah, it's 14-12.
12. Who scored?
14-12 Storm. Feintuck, yeah.
So it's 14-13. Yes. He just said the last one was a three-pointer. That's right. We got it.
Oh, I thought he called that a 2.
But they both went like that.
The officials coming over here to check. I thought I had seen a 2 call. You think the one down there was a 3?
The one down there was a 3.
Haddad. Michael Haddad's shot.
Haddad's shot was a three-pointer.
If I had been watching the replay, I could have checked it, but I'm using my phone.
Pot is right. We're ready to go.
So the score is now, all right, system check. It's Weinbaum 14, Flatbush 13, but Sofer is going to step to the line for free throw attempt. Again, Flatbush will shoot free throws the entire way here in the second quarter. Sofer puts up an on his first attempt. Looked a little tentative. Second one is good and ties the game at 14. So number 23, Bobby Sofer, ties the game up. And now, again, Weinbaum will bring in some youngsters. Great find down low, and really nice job by Jacob Danis to finish. Great pass from, I think it was maybe Feintuck. Found Danis on the block. So again, Weinbaum going a little younger right now as Jared Stern has checked into the ball game, and then layup missed. Nice putback from the big man, number 32, who I don't have a number for, but it says Mizrahi on the back of his jersey. He ties this game back up at 16. Both teams getting a little bit more comfortable and confident on offense. Right now, my view is a little blocked by the official. And then Coach Verdugo doesn't like what he sees and calls a timeout. Nice idea. Every possession precious right now. Score is tied at 16. 5:11 to play. Sean Blinder.
Could be Blinder.
Or Blinder. Blinder. You say Blinder, I say Blinder. So you're saying number 32 is a Blinder?
I'm saying number 32 is showing as Sean Blinder.
According to his.
According to our record.
According to the book. Even though it says Mizrahi on the back of his jersey. There might have been some jerseys that, some equipment situation with the
32? No, 30.
I don't know.
I don't think it said anything on the back of his jersey.
I think it says Mizrahi.
Oh, okay.
If I can get some help there on who number 32 is, although he's now stepped out of the ball game for Flatbush. So Sofer and Shalom up top for Flatbush. They go to a man-to-man here. Evan Jacoby in the ball game for the Storm. Gets it over to Daniel Lasko. Lasko knifes into the lane, takes it back. Oh, if he would have looked at the rim, I think he had a shot.
Yeah, I think he did.
Might have come up a little gimpy, though. Kurtz and Danis in the ball game as well for the Storm. Here's Kurtz after the inbounds. Sends it out to Jacoby. And Alaska in the corner. Pass is a little too high and it goes away. Goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Storm. Gives the ball back to the Falcons. Tie ball game at 16 with 4:42 to play in the second quarter. Sofer over the line for the Falcons. Dribbles between the circles. Finds Haddad along the baseline. His shot's no good. Kamikachi gets the rebound. Second chance for the Falcons. Sofer sends it over to Kamikachi. Falcons doing a nice job holding on to this possession here. Sofer in the center circle. Kamikachi top of the key. Finds a cutting number 4, Michael Shalom. He misses the layup. Here come the Storm. Chance for each to take the lead. Tied at 16 right now. Daniel Lasko, right elbow, sends it out to Feintuck.
Good spin move into the lane. Oh, couldn't get it. Oh, great spin move into the lane.
I was blocked there. Could not see. Coach Bornstein wants to call 30 with 3:44 to play here in the second, and we are tied at 16. Meanwhile, over on the other end, looks like Chicagoland pulling away a bit from the Yabna Bulldogs from Dallas, 48-38. Still, if the scoreboard's correct, there's still a third quarter, so that game's certainly far from over.
Yabna, the team from Dallas is very well coached, and they play well, but Chicago's just got a lot of talent on that team.
Well, as I was talking earlier with our spotter from Minnesota, that one of the key differences, at least from last year, I haven't seen them this year yet, but assuming they've got sort of the same makeup, Chicagoland can hit shots. A lot of teams here have players they're good players, nice athletic players,
right.
But just very inconsistent shots. Chicagoland had players who, if they were open, they would nail shots, and that's the key. That really is a big help, especially in these shorter high school games, and low scoring buckets are so precious. And then Shalom goes up, and I think they're going to get the ball was blocked out of bounds. 3:31 to play in the second, 16 all. Haddad gets it out to Shalom. Haddad doing a nice job of moving without the basketball, tries to set a pick.
They're trying to get it into Kamikachi. But then Shalom, nice drive.
Nice easy left-handed layup after getting in the lane and getting himself open. A good job of creating his own opportunity there. Now here's Clements other way, tries to do the same and gets it up. Gets it to roll over the rim. Nice job. Good body control by Clements right there. Reties it at 18. I think the biggest lead in this ballgame is probably 3 for either team, maybe 5. It's been very close the whole way. Book is going to check back in here at the next chance. Did that ball go off a chair over there? It looked like it might have gone off a chair. Again,
Lasko steps in. You can't do that when you got him trapped like that.
Little close quarters here along the baselines, and we got chairs set up along the far sideline, and sometimes things get a little tight over there. So the foul by Lasko is going to send Sofer back to the line. He airballed one earlier but made the second. He has a chance to give Flatbush the lead once again. We're tied at 18 with 2:47 to play in the second quarter. First one's off the mark. And I think we got someone maybe stepping in for Sofer. Sofer looks back and sees that, and he might. No, actually, so now Haddad's going in for the shooter. See what Sofer does. I think he's having that knowledge to see if he can nail this one here. Gonna get himself a seat. Nice job. Take a seat, young man. Nathan Haddad into the ball game for the Falcons. They lead by 1, 19-18, after the free throw from Sofer. Citron, gets it over to Clements. Left-hander dribbles across the line. Now gets it over to Book, who just checked back in.
Can't do that. No, he walked. Book had the ball at the free throw line and then drove down the lane, and then he should have just gone up for the shot, but he tried to dump it down to whatever his name is, Feintuck.
I think we're going to say Feintuck.
Thank you.
Yeah, he didn't have that pass and turned it over.
Ooh, little kick ball there.
Strong defense, though, by
Haddad.
number 33, Michael Haddad, right in front of us right here. Now the ball comes in to Clements. Good job by the Storm to get it in. He's guarded closely by Haddad. Nathan. Now into Danis. Danis knifes into the lane. Something had to have happened there.
You got to call a foul. One guy called a foul, and the other.
Inside ref saw it as a tie-up situation. That gives the ball to Flatbush. So they lead by 1 and have the ball. A little over 2 minutes to play. Some substitutions coming in. Turnaround jumper from Shalom is off the mark, and then on the rebound, it looks like Silverman is going to get called for the foul. Substitutions for Flatbush. Murray Mizrahi into the ball game, number 12. Kamikachi comes back in. Clements over to Citron. Citron left elbow, far side, back to Clements. Clements dribbles into the corner, got to be careful over there. Now here's Barrett's down low, can't get a shot up, and then, nice leaner from Morty Book. 2 points for the Storm, and they retake the lead, 2019. Good job by Book there. Other end, air ball. Ball, though, comes into the hands of Mizrahi. Swung into the corner, and then reaching over the top. Good call. Book gets called for the foul. They'll send, I believe, Mizrahi to the line for 2. Chance to tie, take the lead if they can make both of these.
Alice on the other,
3.
hanging in.
Just hit a 3 to cut that lead back to 7 on the other floor. On this side, Falcons can't make free throws, and they continue to trail by 1. Sofer's going to check back in for Haddad.
At this level, you would think that the free throw shooting would be a little better, but we've just seen some horrific free throw shooting from every team that we've seen in this gym.
Missed both. And with a minute 10 to go, Weinbaum enjoys a 1-point lead. Chance to build right here. Citron guarded by Haddad up top. Citron drives into the lane. Shot into the bottom of the rim, and then Feintuck gets the rebound. Second chance is no good, but he's fouled. Good second chance opportunity here for the Storm to score from the free throw line.
Absolutely. Nice drive there by Citron, and kind of had the defenders up in the air, so Feintuck was able to come through and get the putback. But he missed it, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2 and proceeds to miss the first one.
So both teams missing some shots from the charity stripe here. Exchanging misses. Feintuck's second rolls out. And then,
that is a white ball. Okay.
Yeah, he called it right. It looked like Barrett's tipped it out of the hands of a Flatbush rebounder. Sofer comes across the line, guarded by Book. Storm picking up man-to-man right here. Corner. Shalom drives into the lane, lowers the shoulder. He get called for a walk. He was going to get called for some kind of a violation.
Yeah, I mean, he lowered the shoulder, and you're usually going to get called a foul, but he must have walked before that.
So 40 seconds to play in the first half. Storm, again, lead by 1. Chance to get up to 3 or 4 if they can score on this possession. Clements dribbling around, and now ball is tipped away, stolen by Haddad. Got to do a better job of securing that basketball. Kamikachi just kind of leaves it for Sofer there. A little nonchalant.
I kind of question that. I mean, with 40 seconds to go in the half, and you're up by 1, I just kind of question the aggressiveness there by the Storm. I think that they should have pulled it out and just played for 1.
Go under 15 to play. Shalom, far left corner. At by the timeline, guarded by Clemens. Got to count on. Needs to get rid of the ball, or he's going to call for 5.
Absolutely, it's a good call. That's an excellent call.
Too much dribbling, and needed to find a teammate. Unfortunately for the Storm, they only got 3.3 here to try to do something. Send in a couple of offensive substitutions as Lasco, the tax firm of Lasco and Lasco, come into the ball game. Oh, nice job finding Citron down court. Could have been a call to foul, but both players going for it. But it is sort of a good result for the Storm because only 1.3 goes off the clock. Now they've got it in the front court with 2 seconds. Now you can get something here. Oh, they actually called the ball. Whoa, let's see if Shalom can get this off. That'll count if it goes, but it doesn't. So actually, I didn't see the ball on that previous play. The ball actually had gone out of bounds. The officials had said it was Flatbush ball, and then they actually got a really nice look down court with chairs being cleared. kind of a wild 2 seconds there.
Wild and woolly there at the end.
All right, so at the halftime break, the score: the number 8 seeded Tier 2 8 seed Weinbaum Storm lead 20-19 over the Yeshiva Flatbush Falcons. just about getting ready to start the second half here, although as the clock ticks down, neither team has returned from their halftime meetings. Well, it looks like Flatbush is coming in on one side and not yet seeing the Storm reemerge. Here they come. All right, so it looks like both teams are coming back out on the floor. We've got starting for the, like Haddad, Michael Haddad, Dione, Nathan Haddad, Mizrahi, and Kamikachi on the floor for Flatbush. They will leave. No, Storm will have the ball to start the second half. Feintuck, Lasko, Clements, Kurtz, and Citron on the floor for the Storm. Having trouble getting the ball in. They finally do to Daniel Lasko. He drives, gets to Kurtz at the elbow at the free throw line. Clements tries to penetrate into the lane. Now gets it to Feintuck. Driving, shooting, getting fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Dione has his hands on his face. Can't believe the call. Count foul wasn't on him, but he's trying to talk to the official about it. Joey Dione has a future as a lawyer, I think. He's always pleading his case, even his client's case in this instance, for the Falcons. They trail by one, and Feintuck makes the first, so it's a 2-point Storm lead, 21-19. By the way, we are here at the Cooper Invitational, but it's also, very importantly, Laura Batesh's birthday. So the Storm fans, including Joey Patesh, her dad, would like to wish her a very, very happy birthday, many, many more from the Storm family. Back to action here. Feintuck made both, and it's a 22-19 lead for the Storm, their biggest of the ball game, 3-point lead with just 30 seconds gone here in the second half. Haddad now. That's it to Dione, Tier 2 number 1 seed Flatbush here with everything they can handle from the Storm. And then Haddad, Michael Haddad, tries to do a little bit of a flashy pass. Might have been a turn, palming there by Citron, no call. Good find for Clements, left elbow. His three is short. On target, but short. Oh, and then sloppy turnover there by the Falcons. Clemens gets the steal. Now Daniel Lasko. He dribbles to the right side. Brings it back out. Now into the lane. Over to, I think, Citron. Now Lasko in the corner. Back to Citron. They maintain the possession. Now Citron trying to find Kurtz on the block. Guarded by Kamikachi. Kurtz gets to a cutting Citron. He can't handle the pass. Nice pass from Kamikachi. Excuse me, from Kurtz. Citron needs to catch that. Now Haddad, Nathan Haddad, out by the center line, by the mid-court line, center circle. Kamikachi trying to establish position on Kurtz, but can't. Now Haddad with a quick three, and it's good. Michael Haddad with a long-range bomb reties the game here at 22. Clements, though, the other way. Flatbush got to do a better job of getting back, but Clements misses the layup. End to end we go. Dione trying to penetrate, gets it to Haddad. He's feeling it off the back iron. No good. Nice rebound by Mizrahi. Now Dione shows the ball but brings it back out. Kamikachi, 18 feet from the basket, sends it back to Haddad. Now Michael Haddad. He's tripped by Lasko, and he's going to have to get a call there. Type of thing where the referee has to call it when the player gets tripped. And a substitute now. Looks like number 24, Ethan Lasko, is going to come into the ball game, replacing Daniel Lasko, and Morty Book as well checks in. Clements sits. Game is tied at 22. Flatbush looking to retake the lead. Nice inbounds play and a score and a 3-point play opportunity for the emotional Joey Dione. Pumps his fist emphatically as he scores the basket on the well-designed inbounds play. Lead back to Flatbush, 24-22. Chance for one more for Joey Dione. Free throw is no good, but then Flatbush gets the rebound and has another chance here. 4-point play. Could be a 4 or 5 point trip if they can score right here. They lead by 2 now after moments ago trailing by 3. And now in the lane, they call for a block on Kurtz. I'm not sure. All right, the foul's on Kurtz. The referee says it's on the floor. Didn't see that, but Jacob Dennis checks back in for Kurtz. All right, inbounds play comes to Kamikachi. They send it. Oh, and someone slipped. Citron just slipped on the defense there. Left Haddad wide open for an easy penetration and layup. So now all of a sudden the lead is 4. Moments ago, the Storm led by 3. They now trail 4, and then aggressive defense on the full court press. Find Kamikachi driving. Another 3-point. Excuse me, that was Murray Mizrahi, and he's got another 3-point play opportunity, and the lead balloons to 6 in a hurry. Storm need going to seem kind of odd, but the Storm need to weather this storm here from the Flatbush Falcons. Mizrahi could make it a 7-point game. His free throw is no good. Nice job by Flatbush to keep the rebound alive, but fast break opportunity for the Storm, but sloppy on the pass from Dennis. He had someone in front of him. I think it was Lasco, but the pass was a little too long. And a turnover gives the ball back to Flatbush with a 6-point lead. They're on a 9-0 run. Chance to build on that. Oh, and then here comes Feintuck. He's going to take this by himself. Nice lay-in. Good job by Feintuck. That stops that 9-0 Flatbush run. Cuts the lead back to 4, 28-24. Falcons, 4:50 to play in the third quarter. Here's Dione. Guarded by Clements. Ion gets it over to Kamikachi. Kamikachi knifes into the lane. Can't get his shot off, but finds a cutting Michael Haddad. Great job by Haddad moving without the basketball. He scores. That's 5 for him here in this quarter. I think Haddad thought he's going to have some help on the trap there for Clements. Clements, though, gets the ball away. Nice job by the Storm. They break the press. Now Feintuck driving on his own. A little wild. Gets his own miss. And then the ball is tipped out of bounds. Feintuck wanted the foul, but no call. But they maintain possession, trailing by 6, 30-24. 4:15 to play. Evan Jacoby in the ballgame. Feintuck tries to find a cutting book. Gets inside. Gets blocked by Kamikachi. And then, Flatbush nearly throws the ball away. Nice job by Haddad to corral it. Coming across. Haddad feeling it in and out. Close. Ball. Good call by the official there. It was a hard-fought rebound. Kamikachi tipped it out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Storm. Trailing by 6, 30-24. Biggest lead by either team right here, 6 points. Again, nice job by the Storm to break the press. Feintuck with a good find of Dennis, and then Kamikachi. Looked like he had clean block up high, but he's going to get called for the foul. It's going to send Dennis to the line for 2. (30-24). The first free throw is good. Nice job by Dennis there. Cuts the lead back to 5. Second bounces out. Feintuck very fortunate not to get an over the back call there on that rebound. 30-25. Dione across half court. Kamikachi flashed open briefly, but he didn't get it to him. Dione dribbling around and then lost the ball, but it went off of a Storm player. Yoga Verdugo shouting out some instructions. Another nice inbounds play, and then Nathan Haddad missed the reverse layup. Good job of getting it to him. Just couldn't get the basket to fall. Now Clements dribbling with the left hand. Out by the center circle, guarded closely by Haddad. He sends it over to, I think that's Jacoby. His long 2 is no good. Rebound by Kamikachi. (30-25). For those of you just stepping in, Storm led by 3 early in the second half, and Flatbush went on a 9-0 run, gave them a 6-point lead, and that's about where we are right now. Flatbush up 5, 30-25 after teams have exchanged some buckets. That game, that's the longest game over there. I mean, well, that's one thing. Coach Steinmetz of the Yavne Bulldogs does a great job of. Steinmetz. You're right. I was hoping there. That was more Zimmerman. I got my Z type names mixed up there, but Coach Zimmerman does a really nice job of clock management for the Bulldogs. I remember last year, who won the Maccabi here last year? I was just trying to. Did that Westchester team end up winning? I know that they were the heavy favorites as it went along, but remember that Dallas team had many of the players that are on this Bulldog team were here in Memphis for a Maccabi tournament last summer. That was there were some some teams there that were kind of a little overmatched, but there were some really good teams, including one from a Westchester Jewish Community Center that actually it was a Westchester or a Long Island team actually. I think it was. Noah Thomas is telling me Westchester, but I think it was a Long Island type of situation. All right, inbounds comes to Dione, stuttering there. Now Dione flashes, thinks about a long two, drives into the lane, puts it up with the left hand. Nice job. He's an emotional young man. He clearly wants to win this ball. I mean, everybody wants to win, but he really is giving this everything he's got. That two gives them their biggest lead of the game at 7. Citron does a nice job. Storm have done a really good job of breaking the press here. Now Feintuck is fouled. I think he was really trying to draw the contact and did, and would have loved to have given himself a 3-point play opportunity, but it was. Yeah. First free throw is perfect. Twine, 32-26, cuts the lead back to 6. Chance for one more. Brian Feintuck misses the second. Oh, nice job on the rebound. And they find to Barrett. Barrett goes up. Can't get that to go. Needs to make that shot. Golden opportunity missed right there for the Storm as they rebound the missed free throw and then find a wide open Barrett's underneath the basket, but he can't get the layup to go. They trail by 6 with 2:20 to go in the third. Haddad dribbles, guarded by Feintuck, and he gets called for foul. Chip. Enjoy a lays right here. The only thing is you cannot only eat one. Laura Patesh, the birthday girl, hoping that her Weinbaum Storm can come back here from this deficit of 6 with a chance for more for Haddad. Front end, no good. Nice job on the rebound by Mizrahi. Puts up a nice right-hander from 8 feet. Gets it to fall. Lead is 8. Both teams getting offensive rebounds on missed free throws. And now here's Clements. He's got to be careful. Coach Bornstein saying hands. Haddad steals, goes in, gets the bucket to fall. Verdugo might want a timeout right now. The lead is suddenly tense. The Storm break the press, though. Had an opportunity, had numbers there for a moment. Barrett's. Back to Clements. Storm need to figure out a way to get points and then stop Flatbush. Oh, nice drop pass to Barrett. This time he makes it. I'd love to have seen him do that last time down, but that's the second time in a row they have found Barrett's open on the block. Gets that one to go, cuts the lead back to 8. Stops the bleeding momentarily. A minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Falcons with the ball. Long, that's probably not the shot that they're looking for. Coach Bornstein scratching his head, literally. Not sure if that's what he wanted right there, especially up 8. No need for that quick possession nor that shot. Now here's Citron. Oh, if someone, there's an open spot right there if someone would have gone to it. Now, Dennis, top of the key, dribbles down, lowers the shoulder, no call as a Falcon fell on the ground. Then that same Falcon, number 12, Murray Mizrahi, does a great job of getting the ball and finding a teammate. Now, Dione dribbles off his leg. He's got the funniest expressions when he's surprised by the referee's call. I said earlier, he's definitely got a future as an attorney. He's always pleading his case. Now here's Feintuck. Finds Clements. Clements dribbles and then Gets it to Barrett. It's a little far from the basket. You'd like to see him get the ball a little closer, and he makes a bad pass. Stolen by Sam Silverman now in the ball game. 22. Long three from Joey Dione is good. Perfect form. Nice follow through. Gets it to go. The lead is up to 11. Flatbush doing a good job of just slowly extending and building their lead, and then good job by Citron to drive inside the lane and press the issue. Gets contact, gets the foul. Clock will stop with 18.5 to play in the third quarter. Trailing by 11, needs to make these free throws. Always want to make your free throws, but especially when you're behind, you need to peck away. This is where you got to make it happen. That first one rolls out. Let's get that one to fall. Kobe Citron's second free throw. That one's better and stays in. Good job there on the second free throw to cut this lead to 10. 39-29. 15 seconds to play in the third. Dione dribbles into the key. Now they got a foul. Clock rolling down. Did not really get a shot off. Get a good look at the basket. At the end of 3 quarters of play, after a back-and-forth first half and early part of the third quarter, Flatbush started to pull away a bit. They lead by 10, 39-29, going into the fourth. Over the Weinbaum Storm from Boca Raton, Florida. Down 10, the Storm might have to increase their pressure just a bit and try to... Okay, I'm being told that Joey Dione has 9, including that last 3. And like I said, he's really, the senior guard really, just looks like he really wants this game. I mean, he's had a lot of emotion out there on the floor. I'm sure he always does, but he almost looks like he's just willing his team not to lose this game as they found themselves down and they fought back. The lead changed hands several times, and then midway through that third quarter, especially after a 3 from Michael Haddad, they then went on a 9-0 run, which built the lead up to 6, and it kind of shuffled around there from between 6 and 8 for a little while before Flatbush built it up to 11. It's now 10 as we enter the fourth quarter. Possession arrow favors Flatbush. They'll start the quarter with the ball. Storm have done a good job here of challenging Flatbush. They came out, like we talked about earlier, a little chip on their shoulder, looking for some respect. They've given Flatbush a game, but right now trailed by 10 as we enter the final stanza. Here's Haddad, right elbow back to Dione. Flatbush has no reason not to be patient here. As I say that, Haddad tries to shoot a 3. Okay, Kamikaze got called on a screen trying to free Haddad. Again, no reason to be that quick with the possession, but they got the shot they were looking for with Haddad, but unfortunately it came about as a result of an illegal screen from Kamikaze. Now here's Book trying to beat the pressure. Finds Feintuck in the middle, and that's the one thing, that was what the team Nuju was not, they were not able to, they never put that release valve there at the middle of the court like Feintuck was just now. Nice job. Feintuck knifes in, gets fouled, he'll have a chance for 3. Feintuck on the Weinbaum side, it's kind of like the Dione on Flatbush. He really has been playing with everything he's got here and is trying to do everything he can to keep his Storm in this game. Converts on the 3-point play and cuts the lead back to 7. So some badly needed points for the Storm. Now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end. 7:20 to play. They pick up further away from the basket. Here's Kamikaze on the right block. Turnaround is good off the glass. Nice play from Mayor Kamikaze. Leads back to 9. Feintuck, middle of the floor. He's got someone in the left corner. The 3 in and out. That would have been big. That was Lasko, Ethan Lasko. He can't get it to go. Now the ball's on the floor. Bit of a scrum. I think we're going to get a tie-up. And possession arrow favors the Storm. They trail by 9. The 3 from Lasko in the left corner was halfway down, and bounced out. Would have cut the lead to 6. They maintained possession, though, after the tie-up. Oh, and now Storm turning. All right. Got some non-repeatable commentary. All right, Dione dribbles in, gets fouled, I think, on the pass. He actually probably would have preferred a foul not to be called because he found Kamikaze on the block. Instead, Dion's going to go to the line. Dione, chance to get into double figures here from the free throw line. Trying to get a clarification on the team fouls here. Got to trust yourself. The official coming over and having some discussion with one of the volunteer scorekeepers here, trying to make sure he's got the fouls right. Dion's free throw is good. Gives him 10 on the day. Lead is back to 10, 42-32. Second one is good. Nice job by Joey Dione right there to put the lead back to 11. Weinbaum needs to answer. Clements beyond the three-point line. Gets into the corner for Daniel Lasco. Decides not to take it. Briefly open there. Now Lasco dribbles to the middle of the floor. Feintuck trying to back in. Loses the handle. Gets it over to Lasco. Lasco driving. Can't get it to fall. Danis keeps the ball alive for the Storm. Now here's Clements for an open three. Top of the key. No good. Does a nice job of following the miss. Here's Feintuck over to the other Lascos. Oh, that's a terrible call. I mean, there might have been some off arm there, but the contact is caused by the defender right there.
Yeah, you can't make that call.
That was Ethan Lasco getting called for the push, and I certainly didn't see it. Now here's Dione, center circle again. Flatbush has every reason to be patient here with the basketball. They lead by 11, 6 minutes to play in the game. No shot clock. And just as I say that, oh! Sam Silverman rises up and nails the three to build the lead up to 14. He felt it, got that ball to rattle home. Nice finish as well. Now on the other end, another three from the Storm is short. That was Daniel Lasco, can't get that one to go. Kamikaze looking down, trying to get the pass down court, doesn't get it. Dione, here's Haddad for three, it's good!
It's three in a row by Flatbush, I believe.
Coach Verdugo has to call a timeout, try to stop this onslaught of the Flatbush Falcons. The lead again is suddenly 17. Again, the ability to hit shots is so key. I mean, it sounds obviously, fundamental, but when you've got these sort of very quick high school games, they're only 4 8-minute quarters, not as long as some of the other games. The scores tend to be a little bit lower. If you've got the ability to actually just hit shots, it is just such a huge difference. Because of the other team, if they suddenly find themselves down, offense is so key. I mean, and the ability to hit shots is often the difference in these games. Again, that goes back to how Chicagoland won last year. They had the team that could just hit jump shot after jump shot after jump shot after three-pointer, and that's what we've seen here from Flatbush in the second half.
Well, we're also seeing they're finding the open man. I mean, these are uncontested kind of spot up, post up spot shots. So really, they're available and they're knocking them down.
So here's the Storm after a 30-second timeout. Smart timeout by Coach Verdugo. Has to try to figure something out here. Down 17 suddenly. Book. First look at Yitz Kamenetsky today.
Nice runner.
Really nice job by Book there to get into the lane and put up the sort of right mini hook. The baby hook right there. Lead back to 15. Haddad gets it up to one of the Silvermans. He might have lost the ball. No, going to get a foul call on Book, I believe. That will send Silverman to the line.
I saw the Flatbush Yeshiva come into the gym before the game. Maybe one of the better dressed teams in the tournament. I mean, what are you going to do?
What do you expect? Silverman makes the first free throw. Lead back to 16. Sam Silverman, the junior, has come in here and provided a little bit of a spark here in the fourth quarter for the Falcons. Second from Silverman, short. Another good job on the rebound by Mizrahi. And then a wild runner from Haddad is no good. Clements up court. Storm need to score. Need to do so quickly. Here's a Stern three, way long. Lasco tries to get the offensive rebound, can't get it. Here's Dione, open court, goes right at the defense, tries to lay it up the left hand, and then we're going to get a block call on Book. Kind of a late whistle. Dione will step to the line for 2. Free throw. Was there a free throw made, or he missed both? 51-34.
He made one.
Made one of those two. Okay. Oh, and then a nice steal by Silverman. Storm looking to rush. I mean, they have to. They got to try to be quick with it. We tick down towards 4 minutes to play, and then a turnover. Clements can't come away cleanly with it though. But here comes the Storm, and then Stern, the freshman, a little bit too quick. A lot of freshmen on this team get significant minutes, and bright future for the Storm. Good program that Coach Verdugo has down there. Pass comes into Mizrahi. Nice little weave back there in the backcourt. Now Silverman, guarded by Clements, gets it over to Dione. Center stripe, left corner. And I think we're going to get a push on Stern. Dione will step to the line. Senior point guard for the Falcons. Looking to build on a 17-point lead.
Should have a really good game next here as we have the Fasman Yeshiva coming in playing Yeshiva Atlanta, I believe.
Both teams that kind of came in and, by the judgment of the committee, played a little bit above their seed and are now playing as a 4-5 game in Tier 2. Sam Silverman getting a high five from Coach Bornstein as he comes to the bench. Again, some really good minutes for the Falcons here in this fourth quarter. First free throw was good from Dione. The lead is up to 18 now. And again, this is one of these games where the final score is going to be not close, but it was really, really a tight game for about 2 3/4 of a quarter. I mean, really not until the last 2 or 3 minutes of the third quarter did Flatbush were they able to pull away here. So, I mean, this game is going to look like it wasn't close, but it really was, in my mind, for most of the way. And then Flatbush finally able to hit some shots, get some stops. Their pressure finally started to take its toll. Weinbaum, by and large, did a very good job of breaking the press. But it looks like it's going to end up being a Flatbush victory, although we do still have 3.5 minutes to play. Here's Haddad. His threes were huge, and he just turns the ball over there now. 3-on-1 for Storm. Nice job by Citron to knife in, go in, up and under, and get that shot to fall. Coach Bornstein wants to call a timeout, settle things down. Again, even though, arguably the outcome is not really in doubt here, but again, Coach Bornstein to try to take advantage of these last few minutes, do some coaching, run some things again, because he's got 2 more games to think about over this weekend.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's what you have to do in these tournaments, is to take advantage of the situation that's presented to you. It's not all about the win or the loss. It's now about, clock management, protecting the ball. What do we want to run? Maybe we want to see something, because he knows that Weinbaum's going to come out pressing. Let's see how we set up some of our break the press type plays and see what we can produce out of it. And play still under control. And once we break the press, pull it back out. I mean, there's no reason for any kind of aggressive offense right here by Flatbush.
Another thing to think about is how early in the season, this tournament is in some ways kind of like a preseason tournament, and these teams are really just getting underway, so you're still sort of figuring out what you've got and trying to work through some different lineups and rotations, and so again, a lot of things that can be worked on here. Even though you've got a lead, you got a lot of basketball to think about. Dodd gets it into Mizrahi. Good job by the Falcons to break that pressure. Clements, though, creates a steal. Here comes Daniel Lasco. Dribbles to the right side, switches over to the left, puts it up with the left hand. No good. Danis with the rebound, puts it back up and in. Good job here in the Storm. Little run, cut it back to 15. 53-38 with 2.5 to play, 2:40 to play. He's got that was the second quickest 5-second call I've ever seen.
And I think he has a 5-second call.
He had a 5-second call. That was. It actually.
But see, I don't understand, because the coach.
No, but I thought it was a quick 5-second call, but that basket was made at about 2:48 or so to play, and then it's 2:42 now on the clock. So we got one official did get a timeout before the 5-second call, so it's going to be a timeout.
I don't like that. I think that, when we used to play, the player had to call the timeout, and I don't know. I'm not crazy about that. But now, Weinbaum's got to just keep chipping away. It's not insurmountable. But
it's a big lead, but they have
right.
The key is you got to create turnovers.
And you got to create them quickly.
Right. You got to turn them over and then turn those turnovers into points.
But see, he's still giving the ball to Weinbaum. Yeah. Oh, it is
okay.
Weinbaum. Okay.
Everything now has become clear. It wasn't the Banks. Full court pass. Nice job by Haddad to track it down.
That's Dion.
No.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
They do bear a resemblance. Oh, Kamikachi with a nice play in that. You see Kamikachi with the who was that? Is that Pedro Martinez? Who's the first to do the finger wave? Who was the I can't remember where that originates, but
I don't know.
I thought it was Pedro Martinez. I might be wrong. Nice job by Dion there to avoid the pressure. Lead is 17 after the Kamikachi shot a moment ago, and then a turnover by the Storm. Now Haddad wisely pulls that down, thought about the three. We tick down to 2 minutes to play. Looking to foul. Oh, near steal. Mizrahi finds a cutting Haddad, gets it to go. Nathan Haddad with the layup, and the lead is 19. Lasco drives into the lane, kicks it out. Nice kick out to Citron, who he'll be happy about that because, again, he started off yesterday nailing 2 and then really has been off the mark since then.
Right.
But good job there by Lasco to find him, and he hit the 3 in rhythm right there.
Let me ask you a question. Are Flatbush fans, are they fans of Yankees or Mets?
That's a good question. Again, feel free to tweet. Let's get a tweet vote.
Yankees just signed Derek Jeter to a 1-year, $12 million contract.
Nice. That's nice.
So that's probably more of we love you, Derek, and here you go.
Tweet me at
JT. Not that he was going to go anywhere else, I wouldn't think.
Tweet me at JT on the cards. I could see an even split there. You've probably got a little bit of both in the Brooklyn area. Brooklyn, you got a lot of Dodgers fans who became Mets fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
16-point lead after the 3-pointer from Citron. Buddy Seton in the game right now. Again, not sure of the pronunciation on that. Seton.
We can settle on that.
Yeah. And actually, he's going to get a chance to get some points.
He of the blue socks with the gray and blue Nikes.
Right. Alan Mallet also in the game. So some folks getting some time here.
I have to say this. For being such a fashion-conscious basketball team, I'm not so sure I'd be wearing the blue socks with the maroon and white uniform.
Right. Yeah, you might want to try to find a different look there. But
absolutely.
There's a lot of funky footwear on display in this tournament. Meanwhile, he made one of two. The lead is 17, 58-41. Here's Clements. Thinks about the three. Here's Citron in the corner. Can't get that one to go.
Oh.
And then bump from behind on Citron. Certainly didn't intend to be so rough there, but Sofer is going to go to the line. Lead is 17 with 1:19 to play. Disappointed Weinbaum Storm, but again, I would say they should be proud of the way they played for keeping this game really tight. Not just tight, they had the lead for much of the way for the first 2.5 quarters, and then it kind of got away from them a little bit in the last 12 minutes of play or so. Sofer makes the first. Sofer did play some in the first half. Most of the other players right now on the floor for Flatbush getting some valuable time here towards the end. We also have 34 Raymond Braha in the ball game.
So we can say that by making that free throw, Sofer has been written into the book.
He's been written. I think he actually scored in the first. Now you also have Aaron Harari in the game as well for the Falcons. Second one is missed. It's a 59-41 ball game. A little over a minute to go in the game. So it looks like Flatbush will get the victory. They will play the winner of this next game, Fasman versus Atlanta.
It's Chicago versus Skokie, versus Atlanta.
Now here's Book in the corner to Napo. Napo didn't play much in the second half. Must have Coach Verdugo wanted to go with a different look. Miss on this end, and then a nice tip-in by Buddy Seton. So he's got 3. Got a free throw, then a tip-in right there. Lead to 20.
As our good friend Jack Eaton used to say, the only thing in doubt now is the ultimate margin of victory.
(61-41) and I said no. I think I had 15 from an earlier game. It's Mikey Pearl, number 15. My bad. The games start to run one into the other.
Yes, they do. Wait till tomorrow night at 12:30 at night.
Now on this end, Storm trying to get a turnover right there. They trail 61-41. Ball comes in, stolen. That was number 1 who had crossed off from yesterday. I don't know if he was not here yesterday and is back today, or if they just got someone else in a number 1 uniform. But inbounds pass. Storm doing a nice job of getting themselves some scoring opportunities here late. Mikey Pearl's 3 is off the mark. Clock will go down under 10 to play. I think the final score is going to be the 61-41. Flatbush 61, Weinbaum Yeshiva 41. Very good ball game. Again, story of the game was very, very tight. And this is the second time I've seen a game like this today or this tournament where a game is really close for about 2.5 quarters, and then one team finally pulls away, makes some shots, gets some steals, and starts to pull away. And here, a 20-point margin of victory. So, again, the winner of this game will play the winner of our next game is going to come up here in just a short while. That'll be the Fasman Yeshiva from Skokie versus the Yeshiva Atlanta Lions.
Right.
That'll be coming your way in just a few minutes.
All right. We'll catch y'all back on the other side.